And we're back with another episode of Successful Marketing, Sales, and Relationships for Small Business Owners and Entrepreneurs, hosted by me, your host, Sadan Long. Well, today I am sharing with you my, my formula for getting customers on Facebook with posts. Um, that's it. Hey, nothing real hard about it. I've been doing this on Facebook, and for clients for over a decade. I've been in sales for about 20 years as well. On top of that, and I've been dealing with marketing probably since 1989. When I was at St. Louis University. So again, let's get right to it. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to use Facebook posts to start to attract customers, is to figure out whose attention you're trying to get. Okay. Think of it like a phone call. Okay. Who would you like to talk to? So that's the first step. Whose attention are you trying to get? Who are you trying to talk to? Now, as soon as you know who that person is, some people call it a target market, but whoever it is, as soon as you know who that person is, that is the first thing that you want to put in your post. You just do something like attention. I don't really know any real like fancy way to put it, but just put attention. Attention. All women looking to lose weight in 2024. You know, attention. Business owners over 35 years old who need more sales. Tune into my podcast. Attention. So whomever it is, you could literally just take those two sirens on the emojis and put attention between it, or breaking news, or one of those in between it, or just say, hey, you know, and then put the person that you're trying to get attention of. Now, the reason you want to do this is because at the end of the day, we scan for things that are important to us. So if I say attention, are you 35-year-old woman looking to unbig your back? And there's a 35-year-old woman looking to unbig her back. She's going to tune in to what I'm about to say. So the first step is simply, whose attention are you trying to get? Okay. Attention. Women over this, men over this, business owners with that. And the way you break that down, and here's a simple way to put it: occupation, attention business owners. Okay. Age, over 35. Issue with this problem. Attention business owners over 35 who are trying to get more sales. So that is the formula within itself. It's just age, attention, and occupation. So now, when you get age, attention, and occupation, the next step, and this is just quick and easy, the next step you want to do in order to use Facebook to get more customers to engage with your post is talk about the problem. Attention, we already put occupation, age. Now we want to talk about the problem. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you looking for a place to have dinner? Are you looking for a place to watch the game? Are you looking for someone to clean your house? So next, you want to put the thing that they cannot get done, or that they're looking for, or that you're offering. All of the above will apply here. That you're offering as a service or product. Okay, so are you looking, and then whatever it is. And then you want to follow that up with, if so, I've got great news. Now, you don't want to go right to buy my stuff. You want to go, I've got great news. If you're a 35-year-old business owner who needs more sales, guess what? I got great news. So now the next piece of that puzzle is the great news. So when you start getting the great news, now you start talking about your solution. Finally, there's a place that you can go each and every day and get your sales tips and get valuable information and formulas that you can then use to get more sales in seconds. So now you go and you start talking about your solution. Finally, there's a way for you to lose weight, you know, in weeks. Finally, there's a way for you to get your house cleaned. And if you follow these podcasts, you know that time is the true separator or differentiator for most business owners, because they're busy. So whenever you start to talk about the time, that separates an amateur from a pro. Okay. So when you start talking about your solution, you want to always make sure that you're including time. Okay. So again, are you looking to lose weight in the next few weeks? Okay. Great news. Finally, there's a product that helps you lose weight in a matter of minutes. Okay. So you want to then talk about your solution and with the speed with which it works. Finally, there's a way for you to get your business out there in the community without you having to go door to door. So let's go back real quick and review. First is like, who do we want to talk to? Again, it's just like a phone call. Who would you like to talk to? Second of all, we want to break down, what the problem is. Okay. And then the third thing is we want to say great news. Great news. Great is one of the power words. And when we start talking about great news, finally, now we want to talk about how they can get the solution that cancels out their problem. And then in order to make it more valuable, we want to talk about the speed with which we can serve them. Now, to make it even more valuable, then we want to talk about how much easier and with less stress we do it. Finally, you can get, the results that you want in half the time without having to leave your house. Finally, you can get the results you want in half the time without having to lift a finger. So now we want to make it easier and simpler. Now, if you're at home and you're like, man, well, I'm not really good at the easy and simpler part, then you need to spend 15, 20 minutes after this video is over with figuring out what makes your business easier or what could make it easier. Could you deliver? Could you package it and ship it? Could you bring, more people? Could your payment process be easier? Because now that's going to be a situation where you can take your business to the next level. That's something that's going to give you an advantage. If my competitor takes longer and they cost more, now I got it in. Okay. We don't cost as much and we work twice as fast. Okay. And even if we don't cost less, we still work twice as fast. Even if we cost a little bit more, we still work twice as fast. So now you don't always have to be leaning on being cheaper. Now you don't always have to be leaning on price. You can now shift from price to benefit. You can now shift from price to value, and you will always get more money if you are more valuable. So if you want to raise your price, start focusing on your benefits, start focusing on what makes you more valuable, especially in the areas of time and ease. That way, when you're doing your Facebook post, when you're doing your Facebook Live, or you're doing any of these other platforms, you know exactly where your advantage is. And you can speak to that even when you're talking to someone face to face. So again, you have to know where your advantage is. What do you do faster with less stress for your clients? So again, now we want to talk about where we can get it. Attention, problem, solution. Okay. So now the next question is like, okay, cool. You're talking to me. I know I got that problem. Okay, now you're offering me a solution, but how do I get it? Finally, there's a way for you to lose weight without ever having to leave your home. Okay. If this sounds like something you want to do, click the link below. If this is something you would like more information about, go to our website. So now you put in, which is something you probably heard before, your call to action. This is something you need to do in order to get the thing that we're offering that is going to help you. So now you insert your call to action. So it's 4 steps. It is, who do I want to talk to? What is the problem they have? What is the solution I'm offering? And then how do they get it? Okay. Now within that, again, we want to talk about, occupation, age, whatever pieces of the demographic puzzle that you're trying to take advantage of. Women over 35 who like to lose weight. And then we start talking about the problem. You talk specifically to the problem. Are you struggling with this? Are you frustrated by that? Are you tired of this? Okay. Then you want to talk about your solution. Okay. Finally, there's a way for you to no longer be frustrated, tired, or struggling. Okay. Then you go to your call of action. Now, my call of action needs to say to the website, to the link, whatever it needs to be, DM me, call me, now you give them a direction on how to get the solution. So that's the 4-step process. Now within that, you just repeat it over and over and over and over again. And if you repeat it over and over and over again, you'll get really good at it. So now it becomes about frequency. How often am I posting? How often am I letting people know that I have something that could help them? Okay. So you want to at least give people the opportunity to buy from you every 3 to 7 posts. Okay. So the formula that I use is give, give, give. Okay. When I say give, I mean give information, give tips, give encouragement, whatever it is that your business is built around. During the holiday season, 5 tips to making whatever. If you're a person who caters, 5 tips to making a great home cooked breakfast for the holidays. How to make macaroni and cheese from scratch. How to make a cake fluffy, how to make cookies rise. Whatever it is you do the edutainment piece. We're just teaching people more about it, giving them more understanding, letting them get to know you. And then you hit them with the post that we just talked about. You give them the 5 tips, you give them the how-tos, you give them the how to avoid 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Then you hit them with a sale. Okay. Now in those videos, here's how you sell. Okay. You then use, the Frank Kern method, which is, oh, by the way, which is a soft sale. Soft sale, soft close, and recruiting, it would be like a soft close. So, and now you want to hit them with an oh, by the way. Oh, by the way, if you'd like more information. Oh, by the way, if you'd like more videos like this. Oh, by the way, if there's more questions that you have, and then you go to your call of action. Okay. Then you go to your call of action. Then you say to the website, to the bio, to the DM, to the phone, wherever. So now when you're doing your other videos, you put the oh, by the way, oh, in one, or you use or in one more thing. Any one of those, and the reason you want to use those is because they're stoppers. They're attention getters. Oh, by the way, one more thing gets everybody's attention. Oh, by the way, oh, one more thing. Now everybody's like, oh, okay, what's he about to say? So now they refocus. And even when they're reading, they refocus. Even when they're looking, it does the same thing as if you were doing a video. So when you're posting, you can use it in video form, or you can use it in written, and it'll give you similar results. And as a matter of fact, I recommend you do both. Now, I recommend that you write it down so that you get very good at it and you can remember it, so that when you start doing the video version of it, it comes off much cleaner and you sound much more confident and you're more convincing and more persuasive because you've written it out and you know exactly what to say. So that's the formula, and that's the way that we do it. Now, if you do it well enough, then people are going to start to watch. And once you start watching, then you're going to start to earn your way up the algorithm. Okay. So once you start earning your way up the algorithm, then they're going to start suggesting you to people who might want to watch your videos, which is why it is very important that you get that first step right. Who would you like to talk to? Because once you get that who would you like to talk to part right, that is going to help the platform that you're on now decide who to suggest your videos to once people start watching them. And the more you grow, the more people they show. The more people they show, the more people who have access to you, which is why you now have to have that call to action in place. Okay. Because if you show people videos, but you never tell them how to get what you're offering, then they're just watching videos and you're not getting sales. So there has to be that call to action. There has to be that opt-in. There has to be that here's how you get my stuff part. Because if there's not a here's how you get my stuff part, now strangers are going to see you and then not know what to do next. Like, video is great, but now how do I get this stuff? So make sure that you're putting, a .com or a follow me ad or a subscribe to my channel or something, so that when people see something great and they want more of it, that they then know how to engage with you. And engaging with you then puts them on a path to buying from you. Putting them on a path to buying from you now ensures that you can actually have a business that feeds you and your family. So again, those are the steps that you need to go through and why you need to go through them. Now, it is important that you start doing this now so that you have time to build up the algorithm opportunities. You have time to build up your audience. You have time to get good at it, because tax season's coming. So people are going to have money in their hands again. And if they have money in their hands and they've been watching you for the last 30, 40 days, you've been building up an audience for the last 30, 40 days, and you've been acquiring leads, then what will happen is now some of those people might actually buy from you. It's always the cat and the milk. If you put the milk out, the cat comes, he drinks the milk, and every day you put the milk out, the cat will keep coming. And even if the milk's not out, the cat's going to come thinking the milk's going to be there. So people are going to keep tuning into you if you keep consistently putting out content. And if you follow this formula, it is easy, fast, with no problem. You can pop out a post real quick, hit it from your phone no matter where you are. You can shoot a video real quick in your phone no matter where you are. And that is how you are going to build an audience to then build a business. Because what you hear a lot of times is that people are monetizing content. But people are only monetizing content that people watch. Okay. So if you are struggling to get insights, then you can't even get to views. Okay. Because an insight is just somebody engaging with it. They stopped, they paused, they looked at it. A view takes 3 seconds. So now you need at least 3 seconds to get a view. But even if you get a 3-second view, your video or your post is longer than 3 seconds. So how much of it did they really look at? So if they never really got to the end of it, then you never had a chance to offer anything to them, which means that you're still struggling to get sales. So even if the insights are up, the views have to be up. And if you have to get your views up, then you have to make stuff that's watchable all the way through, which is another reason you want to write it down first. Get good at the writing part, then you'll get better at the talking part. And once you get that down, then you could get to the point where, hey, I'm offering, I got my call to actions. And even if you're not that good at it, but you got a good product, you'll have some success. And the better you get at it, the more success you have. Now, mind you, once you start to get people watching and opting in, then you have to go back and close. Then you have to ask for a sale. Then you have to do the things necessary to convert attention to income. Okay. So now it's not just about the insights. It's not just about the views. It's just not about engagement being up. It's how do I take all that and then turn it into a sale? Okay. And that goes back to asking. So the more you ask, the better you get, the more opportunities you create for yourself to build a full-time business that is scalable and allows you to spend more quality time with your family and friends, allows you to hire really great people, allows you to basically put it on autopilot and go enjoy your life. Okay. But it starts with getting more attention from people who are actually willing to buy. Yes, I understand that support is important. And people are like, man, I want support. And people don't support. But what kind of support do you need? Okay. You need support from people who are willing to buy a lot, willing to buy often, people who are willing to demand that their family, coworkers, loved ones, and friends do business with you. That is how you build a self-scaling business, by getting the people to bring you customers. Okay. So it is a two-pronged approach. Yes, there's the online portion, which is going to help you get leads, but then there's also the leads that you have, then bringing you more leads, because that's faster and easier to close and requires less work of you. So with that being said, it's a longer process, or at least for my clients it is. Now there may be other people who they just whatever they get offline is what they get. That's not how we move. Over here at Grown and Rich, we take that traffic, we convert it into sales, and then we get more sales from those people, and then we turn those same people into actual ambassadors and promoters of our business, which then brings us more customers and now allows us to hire better and put this thing on autopilot. So that's what we get you to. That's what makes us different. That we're not just trying to market your business. We're trying to use the marketing to build a better business, to then hire better people and partner with better people so that you can then be the CEO of a company and not a worker in your company, if that makes any sense. So with that being said, this is where it starts. If you get one customer, that customer gives you two customers, now you got three customers. You do that every day, now you're talking about 15 customers at the end of the week. And if half of those give you just one, now you got 22. So if you're doing 22 a week for 4 weeks, now you got, what, 88? So if you do it for 100 weeks, see what I'm saying? It starts to add up. It may seem small in the beginning, but compound over time. Your audience grows, your opportunities grow, and your business grows. But you have to do it now so that when tax season comes, you can take full advantage of it. One of my greatest accomplishments, and one of the things I'm really proud of, is that a client do $600,000 in 5 months. But all the prep work was done now. We were prepping, we were preparing, so that when the clock struck midnight on the last day of the year, we had a plan in place. Okay. And if you're interested in putting together a plan, just go over to grownandrich.com, click the Make Money Fast button. It's going to send me an email. I'm going to send you back an email. We're going to schedule a time. We're going to talk about your business, your marketing, your sales, your people, everything that you need to do to make it a business that you can ultimately grow into something that you can set on autopilot and go out and spend more quality time with your family and friends. Again, go to grownandrich.com and click the Make Money Fast button. But I'm going to review it one more time from the top. So first thing you want to do is attention. Whose attention are you trying to get? Who would you like to talk to? And in that, you want to start talking about occupation, age, so that you can then say things like, attention, are you a business owner over 35? Then you want to talk about the problem, whatever it is that business owner over 35 would like to do and can't do, whatever outcome they're trying to get, but something's in the way of them getting it. Are you trying to, use social media to drive traffic to your website? Are you trying to use social media to get more customers? Are you trying to use social media as a form of revenue generation? So that's the problem. And you can't do it, and you're struggling with it. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to do. So there's the problem. Then you hit them with a good news or great news. Great is a power word. I recommend you use great. So you hit them with great news, and then you go into your solution. Great news. Finally, you don't have to worry about this no more. Great news. Finally, there's a solution. Great news. Finally, there's a way. And then you put in your solution, and then you go to your call to action. And then you go to your call to action, and you tell them where to go, what to do. Like for me, like I say, go over to growingrich.com and click the Make Money Fast button. So wherever your website link, whatever it is, phone number, that's where you put that at. And then you post it. Please make sure you post it. Because if you don't post, you can't start to fit into the algorithm. If you can't fit into the algorithm, you can't grow your audience. And if you can't grow your audience, you're limiting the amount of people you can affect. And if you limit the amount of people you can affect, then you limit the amount of people who buy from you, which is then going to keep you from getting those people who you could then partner with to help promote your business. So that is the formula. That is what I do. That is how I've done it. That is, the foundation of everything else that I do, and how we've gotten, full-time entrepreneurs, customers, how we've kept people in business, how we've allowed people to retire their wives, how we've generated millions of dollars, how we drove traffic to a variety of different events and kept this ball moving for so many people, even, during COVID. So, as always, man, it's your business big bro, Sadon Long, a.k.a. the most dangerous man in marketing, with another episode of Successful Marketing, Sales, and Relationships for business owners and entrepreneurs. Small business owners and entrepreneurs, I'm sorry. And, as always, man, I love you. It has been an honor. I appreciate you. Anything I could do to help you, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, leave it in the comments. Whatever, avenue you have access to that gets you access to me, do it. Ideally, I prefer you go to growingrich.com and click the Make Money Fast button. But if you can't get any of those, just leave it in the comments. I will respond. As always, have a great day. Stay blessed. Stay on top of your business. And I'm out.